Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is ThePromG. Welcome back to a brand new video. Now, what for you guys today is my monthly manga haul for the month of July. And let me just say right now that you guys are in for a treat of a manga haul because I have over 100 volumes to show off in this video. Now, this month I was able to score some absolutely crazy manga deals, whether it be through online means or one absolutely insanely lucky in-person deal. However, it will be a little bit bittersweet because this will most likely be my last huge manga haul for the foreseeable future as I'm moving into a new apartment. You know, with the school year starting up again here pretty soon, I have these things called rent and tuition that I have to pay for. I don't exactly know what those are, but I think it means I have a little bit less money to spend on manga. But we're gonna go ahead and get into this month's manga haul, so I hope you guys do enjoy this video. If you guys do, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more manga videos just like this. Also, if you're shopping on Right Stuff, then make sure to use my affiliate link, should be linked down in the description below. You get manga for amazing prices. You also help support the channel. But with all of that being said, without any further ado, let's get right into this month's manga haul. So the first volume that I picked up this month is technically not manga, rather it's a webtoon or a manga. I'm not exactly sure, maybe it's both, but if you guys couldn't tell by my description, the first volume that I picked up is of course volume 1 of Solo Leveling. Now, Solo Leveling is a series that's been on my radar for quite some time, probably a couple years at this point. For one reason, it's on the MAL top 20, maybe even higher, and the series has an extremely large and loyal fan base, including one of my best friends who was non-stop telling me to read Solo Leveling. Of course, I really don't like to read online that often, but as soon as Yen Press came out with these beautiful, high-quality volumes right here for the series, I just had to pick it up. Not only is this volume extremely high quality, but it also has all color pages, as you'd expect from a webtoon series like this. I'm very glad that they kept all the color and had an amazing paper quality choice for these volumes, and I'm really excited to get into this first volume in the coming month. So the next volume that I bought this month is the final volume in a very rare and out of print series, and you know, I'm not too proud to admit it, but this is actually the most I've ever spent on a single manga volume. I'm talking about volume 25 of GTO. Now, my justification for buying this volume for as much as I did is, one, the listed price that I got it for was way lower than anything that I'd seen in recent memory, and two, I got the rest of GTO for an absolutely amazing price. I got a couple volumes from Manga Sloth for about $20 a pop. I think that was like 22 through 24, and then the rest of the series I got for like $200 on Manga Swap in one lot. So I was very lucky to get those deals from Reddit and from Manga Sloth, so I really couldn't be too greedy when it came to getting this volume for a good price. But all things considered, I'm very happy with this purchase as I really enjoyed the ending of GTO. I finished the series this month, thoroughly enjoyed it, and I would highly recommend it to anyone looking for a very funny and mature manga series. I think you can't go wrong with GTO. Now, speaking of the most expensive manga volume that I've ever purchased, that volume being GTO 25, I bought that volume at the beginning of July, and the second volume that I'm going to be talking about, I bought for the exact same price, but actually a couple days ago. So I guess it's kind of a two-way tie between the two most expensive volumes I've ever bought. Not that that's really anything to brag about, but the volume that I'm talking about is Anything and Something. Now, I believe that this is a short story collection by Kaoru Mori. I believe that's how you pronounce her name, I believe. But I believe this is the manga behind series such as Emma and A Bride Story. And as you can tell, this is just an absolutely beautiful hardcover release put out by Yen Press. Absolutely beautiful artwork, and also has this removable slipcover. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, ThePromG, if you don't even know that much about this volume or this author, you haven't read her other series, then why on earth did you spend so much money on this volume? And to be honest, I don't have an answer for you. I snagged this volume off of Reddit for a high price, albeit about half off what it usually goes for on eBay. I figured I'd never find this volume for a cheaper price, at least not for a while, and I've been very interested in getting into more of Mori's works, especially A Bride Story, which is currently on sale on Right Stuff. So I'll probably give this volume a try. If I really like it, I'll pick up some volumes of Bride Story. If I don't like it, I'll probably just sell it for at least what I paid for it. Probably won't be too hard. Alright, so the next volume that I picked up this month is actually going to be a first volume for a new series that I'm very excited to keep reading after absolutely loving this first volume. That is, of course, volume 1 of Chainsaw Man. Now, this series has been very highly recommended to me by personal friends and, of course, by you guys who watch the channel. Now, I know that this first volume of Chainsaw Man basically just scratches the surface of the entire story, but I am just so excited to keep reading this series when I can actually get my hands on the rest of the volumes. Also, I'm just absolutely in love with how these volumes look. Amazing cover and spines, as well as some really awesome artwork. I'll show a couple panels here. This fight in particular was extremely gory and awesome to read. Now I do have volumes 2 through 5 of Chainsaw Man ordered. Of course, I'm not exactly sure when they're gonna arrive to me because the series has been out of stock for God knows how long, but I do plan on pre-ordering volumes 6 and 7. And yeah, I really enjoyed the first volume of Chainsaw Man, and I'm super happy I was able to get my hands on it this month. Next up, I bought some volumes of One Piece this month. Here I have volumes 46, 73, 76, and 77, I believe is what I have in my hands here. Now I got another copy of 46 simply because it has the old Viz logo and Shonen Jump logo, which I prefer to the new one as well as the higher paper quality. And then these other volumes right here I actually got from my local comic book store next to my college. They were having a buy 3 get the 4th free sale, so I decided to pick up these volumes of One Piece, again having that old Viz logo and being in pretty good condition. I really couldn't pass them up. Now the next series that I bought this month, on the contrary to One Piece, is pretty obscure, and I was actually very pleased to see that some of you guys have heard of this or watched the live action adaptation of this manga series, but the series in question is Tokyo Tribes by Santa Inoue. This month I bought volumes 1 through 6. I don't have volume 3 right here with me, but I've so far read the first 2 volumes, and I gotta say, I'm really enjoying it so far, and I'm super glad I was able to track down these 2 volumes in particular because they are pretty hard to find. I also want to show off how absolutely beautiful this 5th volume is right here. Hope you guys can see in the light, but it has like this embossed kind of secret design on it. You can see some characters if you show it in the light just right. Also is a black volume in comparison to the white ones on the spine and the covers. I mean, just a very cool looking volume all around. For those of you who are not familiar, Tokyo Tribes is basically a series about these warring gangs that inhabit Tokyo, and they're just absolutely absurd. Some of them have like these samurai swords, others just drive tanks down the street. The subject matter and overall vibe of this manga is really unique, unlike anything I've really ever read before, as well as the artwork is super different, not the most detailed or brilliant, but it's very pleasing to look at nonetheless. Overall, I'm really happy to have this completed English run of Tokyo Tribes. I believe there are 12 volumes in total, but only 6 were put out in English by Tokyo Pop. Nevertheless, really happy to have these, and I'm super excited to keep reading. Next up, we have a manga volume that was actually gifted to me by a viewer of the channel for absolutely free of charge. I'm always super grateful when you guys, send me volumes that you enjoy, that you want to see if I'll enjoy as well. The volume in question is Superdimensional Love Gun. Now, I don't really know too much about this. I haven't gotten into it just yet, as I only recently got it, but apparently this is like a short story collection with some really weird subject matter. Now, I was just flipping through this earlier to kind of get a feel for the artwork, and there is just some absolutely sick and twisted body horror, just disgusting things that are depicted in this series, definitely for mature audiences. Like, really, I cannot express enough how disgusting some of the artwork and just things that are in this volume as far as what I flipped through and saw. I would not recommend this to people who are underage or are impressionable and could be easily scarred, because there is some crazy shit going on in this, and I haven't even read it yet. Now, I don't have the person's Instagram username on the top of my head, but I'll put it somewhere on the screen. Make sure you go drop him a follow, and thank you so much for sending me this very bizarre but very intriguing manga volume. The next set of volumes I got this month are actually going to be some brand new sealed volumes for one of the most expensive, or at least newly expensive, rare manga series currently out. And of course, I'm talking about Batoon. Now, this month, I was able to get volumes 12, 16 through 25, I believe. I'll go ahead and show all these volumes off one by one. I'm pretty sure I can show off all these covers, unlike some previous volumes, such as 13 and 14, that I would not want to risk showing off in the YouTube video. Now, as for the volumes I still need to collect for Batoon, I still need volumes 23, and then both volumes of 26, being both the light and dark versions. Luckily, I don't think those volumes are too rare at the moment, but basically the reason I picked all these volumes up is I just wanted to have all the series in my possession before this series got even more expensive and more volumes started going out of print. If you're looking to collect Batoon, now is the time. Get these volumes before they start going out of print. I know some volumes in the middle of the series, as well as some of the earlier volumes, are starting to get pretty expensive and out of print, out of stock on places like Right Stuff and in-stock trades. So definitely get these volumes ASAP if you're looking to collect Batoon. But yeah, very happy to have almost all the series finally complete, and this will probably be one of my biggest and most rewarding manga investments ever. Now, the next volume of manga that I got this month is actually a volume that I haven't had the chance to read yet because I got it yesterday. This is like a brand new release. I'm talking about Number 5 by Taiyo Matsumoto Volume 1. Of course, this is the newly released first volume of the Viz reprint, and man, just look at how beautiful this volume is. As you can see, it has that oil-looking texture to the font on number 5, as well as the spine and just the beautiful artwork all around. This is an absolutely sick release. I really do appreciate how much respect Viz Media shows when it comes to Taiyo Matsumoto releases. I mean, anything from Ping Pong, Cats of the Louvre, or Go-Go Monster, anything they put out has been exceptional quality, just fantastic releases, and it's just all the more reason for you guys who have not checked out any Matsumoto works yet to pick up this series. I've heard absolutely fantastic things about this series, especially from my man Zach from Uchu Shelf, who is a fellow Matsumoto stan. Needless to say, I'm very excited to get into this volume very soon to continue on with my Matsumoto collecting journey. And speaking of Taiyo Matsumoto, these next volumes here will actually complete my Taiyo Matsumoto collection. As of now, it's up to date as I'm completing this series physically. Of course, I'm talking about Sunny. Here I have volumes 3 through 6 in these beautiful hardcovers. Again, just another example of Viz coming through with the stupendous quality for all of Matsumoto's releases. These are very nice hardcovers. Though a bit thin, they have spectacular texture to them, as well as great page quality. Overall, just a super sick release, an amazing series too. So far, I've only read volumes 1 and 2 of Sunny, but of course I got these yesterday in the same order with number 5, so I haven't had the chance to read these yet, but I really want to get back into this series because it's absolutely fantastic. I love the mood of it and the very diverse cast of characters and emotional moments that come in this series. A fantastic read, and I'm sure that I'll continue to enjoy this in these volumes I have right here. This next series that I picked up this month is a series that I'm just super excited to finally own. It's my favorite anime of all time, and of course I unboxed these volumes in my most recent manga unboxing, dedicating an entire video to this package. Of course, I'm talking about volumes 1 through 34 of Hunter x Hunter. Now, if you watched that unboxing video, I said that I ordered volumes 1 through 36, but of course, being the pea-brain idiot that I am, I was mistaken. I didn't order volumes 35 and 36, just 1 through 34, which I believe still goes past where the 2011 anime adaptation left off, which is the version that I watched, so I'm very excited to get to that content that lies after the ending of the 2011 anime. And ever since I got my hands on these volumes, I've just been breezing right through them. Of course, Hunter x Hunter is one of my favorite journeys in all of anime and manga, and just reading this series with the quicker pacing is just such a thrill to get back in the swing of things with my favorite anime of all time, just in manga format. Now, where I am in the manga, I'm currently nearing the end of the York New or Phantom Troop arc, which is by far one of my favorites, probably second to the Chimera Ant arc. Absolutely fantastic. I love getting back into this series with a little bit of different pacing and perspectives than the anime. Needless to say, really enjoying Hunter x Hunter that I've been reading recently, and I'm just super glad to finally have this almost completed manga set in my possession. So last but definitely not least, we have probably one of the most crazy manga finds that I've ever found. I was at Half Price Books and just could not believe my eyes when I saw this almost completed series just sitting on the shelf for like $5 a volume. I'm talking about Toriko. Now, these first 2 volumes I have here in my hands actually didn't get from Half Price Books. Rather, I got these from Jake the Pog. He had these. He was willing to sell them to me for a great price. So I have these in my hands. I want to give a shout out to Jake the Pog for sending me these volumes so I can actually get into the series. But the volumes I found at the Half Price Books were volumes 5 through the ending, which I believe is 43, excluding a volume here and there, but very lucky for me actually having to have all of the rare manga volumes such as 5 and 16. Now, with all that being said, I don't plan on just flipping this series right away. I'm going to read it, and if I enjoy it, I may keep it, but if I don't absolutely love it, I may just ending up selling it and making some profit because, again, I have rent and tuition to pay. And before you leave that comment, yes, I am aware of what this mangaka did. He did some horrible things. He's an absolute scumbag. But of course, I bought these volumes used, so none of the money is going to him. And when I buy those volumes to fill in the holes that I don't yet have, I will be buying those volumes used. Of course, not to give this guy any money. Personally, I can separate the art from the artist, so I'm going to try not to let what this scumbag did, hurt my enjoyment of Toriko, which I've heard some great things about. So I'm excited to get into this series and again fill in those gaps, so I'll have this pretty hard to find manga series all completed again for an absolutely amazing price. Anyways, guys, that's all the manga that I picked up over the month of July. Over 100 manga volumes this month. Some crazy titles, awesome diversity, amazing finds out in the wild and online. I am super happy with everything I got this month. And though I'll probably have to end up dialing back the amount of manga I buy in the coming months, I think that all the stuff I got in this month will definitely hold me over for a while, and I'm just super excited to have all these amazing series and volumes in my collection. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this manga haul for July. If you guys did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more manga videos just like this. So yeah, this has been ThePromG. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and as always, hope to catch you in the next one.